Good to see you guys. We are back with more of this awesome game. This game has been so much fun. I've been loving it. And we're playing more this afternoon. So we're going to be running around doing some stuff and going from there. Also, hopefully on your end, you're noticing a much crispier viewing experience. I have since ripped everything out foundationally on my streaming and rebuilt it from the ground up. Where I previously used save profiles and stuff, I tried to rebuild it to make it super smooth and able to show off all the awesome graphics in this game, including all of the awesome NVIDIA tech, as we are sponsored for the next 2 hours by NVIDIA. So, big thank you to them for sponsoring this 2 hours. They were cool enough. They actually sponsored our first couple hours as well, but I was running into all sorts of tech issues that were not related to NVIDIA. And they were nice enough to let us kind of do this again a little bit later. So, one must ask, why are we doing a sponsor stream for NVIDIA? You know who NVIDIA is. You know their tech, their deep learning super sampling, their ray tracing, their frame generation. But why, sirs, are we doing that now if we've already heard of all that? Well, a good thing that we're going to be able to do today is kind of look at it all in practice and actually notice it in the environment. So, yeah, as we kind of see fun things, we'll talk about it and do stuff like that today and go from there. But yeah. Great Pepe, it is absolutely my job. Yes, absolutely. So before we begin, we'll just go into here, make sure all of our settings are fixed. Now, on the first stream, I was not able to turn on frame gen, again, for problems on my side, but we have gone back and fixed everything. So we are now looking at the nice DLSS. We're using the super sampling of 75, which technically, I believe, is the quality level. We can't go all the way up to make it like a DLAA, but we can also go down. You can see the quality mode there changing as the super resolution, the deep learning super sampling adjusts, goes down, which are those, a lot of times those are the modes you see on the right there that you're used to selecting from a drop down in different games. But in this one, it lets you do it more kind of targeted, which is pretty cool. Going down, we also have frame generation on, which uses AI to actually make new frames, which is pretty cool. And that makes it so, like, as the game is progressing, again, with the combination of the DLSS, makes the performance that much better. No, for the record, some people saw that I dropped to 1080. That has nothing to do. That has to do with my capture card and how it brings in the information. That was one of the problems I was running into, was trying to transmit 1440 at 144 over capture, and that was something that has now been rectified. So we'll work on that later. We're also going to have full ray tracing on, and it is going to be max level, which means we're going to get to see all the fun stuff here. Didn't really change anything, which would be great because there's all sorts of things in here, like the fact that the reflections can actually bounce off multiple surfaces to create like an even more realistic kind of lighting impression. So like one time the light will bounce and then it'll hit another surface and you'll actually see the double reflection, which is kind of wild. Other things like particles and reflections and all of the ray tracing goodness of following those light paths to give us a much more viewer fidelic experience. Is that a word? If it is, or if it isn't, it is now. But yeah, it's pretty nice, and definitely stuff that makes this game look that much crisper and that much better. So we are on a boss, and I think we're going to go and take a look right now at getting that knocked out. Yep. But this, by the way, is how my game has been looking the whole time. So I'm running it at a nice crisp, I think I'm currently at either uncapped or 100 FPS. Haven't really had any issues. There was a little confusion in the first stream because, again, my capture card was not relaying the image properly, which is why I was going, man, this is beautiful. And chat was like, that's weird. It looks a little choppy. Well, turns out that had nothing to do with the other situation. So now we're back in and looking just as beautiful as we always should. What are my thoughts so far in the game? I'm really, really enjoying it. It is a very action-y ARPG, not a Souls-like. Gorgeous graphics, an amazing design, a super rich world. The combat system, I really enjoy. It's very approachable. There are some weird slowdowns in it that I'm still getting used to, and there's no real, it doesn't feel like there's any action queuing, so I'm still kind of adjusting to working on my timing, but it feels good, and most importantly, there's lots of tools in your tool chest. Like, they give you lots and lots of stuff, so, yeah. Lots of stuff to play with. Henji, it's just a really busy time right now with Gamescom and everything. Mm-hmm. Also, I think these days, a lot of companies, with kind of the big issues in game dev lately, I think a lot of companies are getting ready for next year and putting a lot of money in their PR because they're understandably noticing there's giant gaps in game dev right now. So I think we're going to see a lot of money into promotion over the next few months, and arguably the next couple of years. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays into the larger game dev scene as a whole. I'm just going to knock off every piece of this bridge so someone has to come back and repair it later. Oh. I love that there's an animation of you almost falling off. You see this? But it is literally impossible to fall off. You cannot fall off in the game. It is not possible. but they made an actual great animation making you think you can. There was a solid period of time in this game when I was concerned about edges and I had no need to be. It's a game for me, I know, right? Chase the white rabbit, chat. Always chase the white rabbit. If you could DM them Red to Boatman, he will handle all of them. That'd be great. Woo. Bam. One. Nope. I love it. Okay. Hey, Major Duck. Thank you, buddy. I've heard a lot of people playing this game are having stuttering or lag in battles. How is it with RTX on? Well, I mean, with DLSS, I'm sure it helps. I think most of the issues that people have been running into performance-wise had to do with people not getting the latest driver. I've heard that since NVIDIA released the latest drivers and everyone's been getting that, it seems to be getting a little bit better. But again, I'm not fully plugged into that right now. This does have all of the tools needed to get the best performance it can, but yeah, it's a very beautiful game. So it's, yeah, that is something to consider. But it does have full DLSS options, so it should work, which will really help the performance on lower systems for sure, especially with the frame gen and everything. Why are we back here? Well, actually, I'm going back to where I was at the beginning, but first, I'm trying to decide if I want to take this boss now, or we could go back. Let's see. We have options now because we actually opened this new area. And actually, you know what? Let's check this out. Let's check this out. We're gonna try this boss again real quick. Cohh, have you been getting lost without a map and compass? Yes. Next question. Yeah. So it's been a thing. All right. So if you want to see a boss fight, let's check it out. Oh, I can't jump like this? Oh God, I've made a huge mistake. Well, could have been worse, I guess. Maybe. You know what this guy needs, chat? You know what this guy needs? I think this guy needs a giant head to the face. How do you feel about this? You feel pretty about this? Oh! I missed! It's the first first time. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm that important. Oh my god, that range is a lot longer than I thought. Okay. Look at that. This one's not looking super good. Bro? Okay, no, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I'm gonna act like I did that on purpose. Yeah, take that, foot! Oh, I'm out of health pots. Oh, this could be... Okay, Chad, I got this. Oh, it worked! Oh my god, it worked! Hold up. Dude, this boss moveset is so good. No! Boom! So close, cat. So close. Oh, man. So close. Good attempt, though. That was fun. All right. Game looks so good. Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. Here we go. You know what's funny? If I had hit him with that head attack, I think we would have gotten him. Jerk. It feels better. Gosh, man, I can't, like, there's no good, there's only one move that I think we can actually actively attack with, and it's only sometimes. Why is he doing, like, phase 2 stuff? That's weird. Try to get this early. I don't think we're going to. We're going to try. No. All right. This is me trying not to be greedy, and I'm gonna get my butt kicked, which is so unfortunate. Because I tried so hard not to be greedy. You tried, chat. Wait, you're saying there's a chance? Wait. Great. Oh, beautiful. Also, by the way, kind of cool. Notice something about this item right here. Look at this. You see how that item kind of like stands out there in the middle of it? So this is kind of cool. This is called ray trace caustics. And what this is where there's a sufficient amount of light, it bounces off of a surface in regions where it causes it to be brighter than average stuff around the scene. So you can kind of see they're using it in this game to kind of highlight specific points. And a lot of times your eyes will be drawn to it and you won't even know why. Because it's doing it like in such kind of a recessed ambient way that it's just like, oh. It looks kind of so natural that it's very fun. So some of the new tech that came with ray tracing. Ray traced caustics. It's like saying that word, caustics. The O emote has changed? Yes. J-Dab, oh yeah, you know it. Okay, so what was that thing? What did we get for beating this incredibly difficult creature? Grants considerable damage reduction when gourd use is depleted. Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, is there anything else down here before we go? Did we get a lele? Oh, well, I'm gonna give you one anyway. Superbot, story of my life. I just read yours. Yeah. So chat said that we missed 2 bosses in the first area. Where is the second one? Oh, whoops. Does he only get a staff? So he does get a staff, only a staff, but he gets like all sorts of upgrades and things for the staff. So like, oh. So you can get this, for instance. But it requires all sorts of stuff that's like spread out throughout the world. You have to buy some of it, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Did you kill a frog in the first area? a frog in the first area. How the heck do I get out of here? Is it right up there? I don't know if I killed a frog in the first area. I did. Okay, I know we killed one in the second area. Frog with a t-shirt on. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Chat, I think I'm stuck in this area, and I think I live here now. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was about to set up an apartment and open up a store and set up a little farm. Yep. The place where you fought the Rat King with the second prince has a totem you can do if you beat the tiger and the rock. I don't know what that means, but that's fun. Reject humanity and return to monkey? Yes. Yes. Well said. Okay, let's go this way. Hey, Red, you got your ears on, buddy? There we go. All right, let's hit a shrine, and then we're going to go, I think, back to where we were before. There are 5 alternative endings? Really? Okay. Beautiful. It's good, dude, the sound effects in combat are fantastic. They sound really good. Cannibal Bunny. Funny enough, I have some stuff with the combat, but I don't know if I'd call it too spammy. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, this combat is spammy. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's an ARPG, so you know, I wouldn't say that it's like more than normal or anything. For me, the biggest combat issues come with the fact that there's not really a queuing system, so it's really easy to not be able to fine tune like back-to-back actions, and on top of that, it's a little there's some weird slowdowns in it at times. Sir Salis, technically this is a redo of our first one, but yes, yes. Yeah, I unfortunately, when I first downloaded Wukong, I had a whole bunch of issues, a bunch of technical issues that had nothing to do with NVIDIA. It had to do with my streaming setup and all sorts of stuff. And unfortunately, the issues popped up like 15 minutes before my stream started. So even though I tried to troubleshoot them as fast as possible, I was not able to fix them all up. So the first stream we did with NVIDIA had some tech issues and some problems, and they were actually super cool about letting us, you know, do it now. We've got everything worked out. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. Did you also have 1,000 crashes before getting to the game? My issue was different. My issue had to do with the Intel board that I had and a BIOS update and all sorts of stuff. So no, it was a rather it was related to the grand issues, but it was a rather specific issue. Yeah. And honestly, I'm still working on some parts of it, but the big parts have been smoothed out. But yeah, we'll talk about that and fix it completely at another time. Oh, Lord. He is the bat. Now, I think this is where we fought the big rat guy. So I don't know if... Oh, good. I don't know if going back here is going to get us more stuff. I think we may have to go to the last time and then go forward in a different way. But I want to make sure we don't miss it. So we're going to do a quick double check here. He is Batman? He is Batman. Oh, hey, Red. If someone can let Red know those videos are good to post, that'd be great. And thank you so much, Jenny, if you're watching. I really appreciate that. Got teams on teams helping us with this stuff, Chad. It's crazy. Yeah, Pi. I love the fact that you can just respec whenever you want. That is super, super cool. That was a big. Like, I've already respec'd like 3 or 4 times, just trying different things and trying different stances and stuff like that. That's awesome. Okay, I guess we're done here. Lethric, I have not yet. No, we'll definitely talk about that at a future time. Yeah. Is there any radar or compass in this? No. No. As we approach the end of our first half hour, want to give another shout out to NVIDIA. If you want to get any more information on all the cool stuff in this game, make sure to check out the GeForce command. This game does take full advantage of deep learning super sampling, DLSS, including frame generation, which actually makes the AI frames, which is awesome. We'll make new frames to get you better performance. It also has ray tracing and takes advantage of all the awesome ray tracing features, like the caustic shadows, the particles in reflections, all of the different things. It's pretty cool. But anyway, if you want more information, make sure to check that out. Yeah, big thanks to NVIDIA for checking it out. All right, does the frame generation make new warframes? No, warframes are combat mechs from a futuristic game. This is more frames in your video game to make it run faster. Similar, but different. But similar. And I guess technically, the frame gen in DLSS might create a new frame in Warframe, thus creating a Warframe frame that would not have existed before, therefore vicariously creating a Warframe via DLSS. Put that in your smoke and pipe it. All right, let's go. We're going to go to Valley of Despair. Oh, super. I framed that nicely. Thank you so much. That's a lot of frames, chat. That's a lot of frames. Oh my lord. Power of DLSS. So many frames. It put all the frames on the screen it could already, and it ran out because it's so fast, so it had to make new frames. Jeez. What is going on? It's crazy. Hello, guy. Use tally. Oh, required sternness of stone, keenness of tiger. That was keenness with a K for anyone that's only half paying attention. So we're in Detroit, but I'm not sure where. You can tell by the wasteland. Let's go over here. Oh no! Nice, give me a little boost there. Yep. Okay. You know what would look good on this guy? My yeah, look pretty good. Look pretty good. Okay. Does anyone know how? Okay, let's start this at the beginning. Hold on. We gotta start these questions at the beginning.
Does anyone know how many hours does this game have?
No.
And is it difficult? Like
Yes.
Elden Ring or Souls difficult?
No. So I wouldn't classify this game as a Souls-like. It's much more of an action game. And what I will say more specifically is that this game is far more approachable than like Elden Ring, because I feel like the combat is a little bit more forgiving and it gives you more tools that are more powerful. So I wouldn't say this is a Souls-like. I would say it's much more like a Sekiro or a Nioh or something. But they give you like lots of fun tricks. Like this is a special move you can use that's really powerful and gives you a passive. You have like spells that can freeze the enemies. You've got like warp spells. You've got like an entire mode that makes you invulnerable while you do damage. So there's a lot of stuff in this game that, even though the combat is difficult, I'm not saying it's easy. The tools make the difficult combat average. Instead of like an Elden Ring where it's like the fights are pretty hard, and unless you kind of know the game or you're relatively far in the game or you've gotten a few fun toys, you're just gonna have to buckle down and get good a lot of times. You know, unless you're one of those players that goes off and does farming and stuff. But at that point, we're talking about different things. So yeah, that's what I would say in terms of what this game's offering. Slightly easier combat than a game like Elden Ring, faster combat by far, and more of an action experience.